Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for December the 6th, read by Kirsty S. from the East Midlands in the United Kingdom. AA Thoughts for the Day. A New Life. Is sobriety all that we are to expect of a spiritual awakening? No, sobriety is only a bare beginning. If more gifts are to be received, our awakening has to go on. As it does go on, we find that bit by bit we can discard the old life, the one that did not work, for a new life that can and does work under any conditions whatever. As Bill sees it, page 8. Thought to consider. Action conquers fear. Acronyms. Faith. Fear ain't in this house. Just for today. Growth. From The Three Legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. At the end of 1941, when the group secretaries made their reports, we found that the membership had jumped to 8,000, an increase of 6,000 over 1940. We had begun to reach into Canada and into foreign lands. Everywhere we were growing rapidly. In many ways, 1941 can be reckoned as the most exciting year in our history. The pins on our office wall map showed scores of new groups springing up every week. Alcoholics Anonymous comes of age, page 192. Daily Reflections, when the chips are down. When we developed still more, we discovered the best possible source of emotional stability to be God Himself. We found that dependence upon His perfect justice, forgiveness and love was healthy, and that it would work where nothing else would. If we really depended upon God, we couldn't very well play God to our fellows, nor would we feel the urge wholly to rely on human protection and care. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 116. It has been my experience that when all human resources appear to have failed, there is always one who will never desert me. Moreover, He is always there to share my joy, to steer me down the right path, and to confide in when no one else will do. While my well-being and happiness can be added to or diminished by human efforts, only God can provide the loving nourishment upon which I depend for my daily spiritual health. As Bill sees it. Random quote. Single-handed combat. Few indeed are those who, assailed by the tyrant alcohol, have ever won through in single-handed combat. It is a statistical fact that alcoholics almost never recover on their personal resources alone. Way up toward Point Barrow in Alaska, a couple of prospectors got themselves a cabin and a case of scotch. The weather turned bitter, 50 below, and they got so drunk they let the fire go out. Barely escaping death by freezing, one of them woke up in time to rekindle the fire. He was prowling around outside for fuel, and he looked into an empty oil drum filled with frozen water. Down in the ice cake he saw a reddish-yellow object. When thawed out, it was seen to be an AA book. One of the pair read the book and sobered up. Legend has it he became the founder of one of our farthest north groups. A Comes of Age, pages 82 and 83. Big Book quote. In this book you read again and again that faith did for us what we could not do for ourselves. We hope you are convinced now that God can remove whatever self-will has blocked you off from Him. If you have already made a decision and an inventory of your gross handicaps, you have made a good beginning. That being so, you have swallowed and digested some big chunks of truth about yourself. Alcoholics Anonymous, How It Works, page 70. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. People who have had a slip are ashamed of themselves, sometimes so ashamed that they fear to go back to AA. They develop the old inferiority complex and tell themselves that they are no good, that they have let down their friends in AA, that they are hopeless, and that they can never make it. This state of mind is perhaps worse than it was originally. They have probably been somewhat weakened by their slip, but their AA training cannot ever be entirely lost. They always know they can go back if they want to. They know there is still God's help for them if they will ask again for it. Do I believe I can never entirely lose what I have learned in AA? Meditation for the day. Nobody entirely escapes temptation. You must expect it and be ready for it when it comes. None of us are entirely safe. You must try to keep your defenses up by daily thought and prayer. That is why we have these daily meditations. You must be able to recognize temptation when it comes. The first step toward conquering temptation always is to see it clearly as temptation and not to harbor it in your mind. Dissociate yourself from it. Put it out of your mind as soon as it appears. Do not think of excuses for yielding to it. Turn at once to the higher power for help. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be prepared for whatever temptation may come to me. I pray that I may see it clearly and avoid it with the help of God. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Centre City, MN 55012. My name is Kirsty, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.